Welcome to Board Games Daddy. So, starting today, I'm going to release a set of videos that will be focused on the game The Networks, the base game today, and then all the expansions that I have. So, The Networks is a game that each player will control a TV network, and they will try to get the most audience and viewers by investing in specific shows, advertisement, and different stars. The more views in the end of the game, you're the winner. So the funny thing about this game is, as you can see, these pictures are from the game, from the shows, and from the stars, and they try to make fun of real TV shows. So I'm going to also have fun with you today, showing you all these cards and see if we can recognize together the shows being depicted here. So for example, here this is Harrow, which is called Quiver inside, as we are going to see, and we'll see many others. So this is a game by Jill Ova. It's for 5 players. There's a solo mode, 60 to 90, could be a bit more, especially in the beginning, but by the end it becomes a faster game once you understand the logic of it. Okay, so the box is depicting many shows. It looks like, you know, those screens in TV studios that have multiple, those walls that have multiple TV screens where you can see different perspectives from the same show, like in a studio. So that's the idea that I get from the box when I look into it, and I'll tell you and explain a little bit how the game works. Formal ferret games, cool. And it will have this layout where you have the TV show, the market, sorry, not the TV show, the market, and you'll build your own network. So let's take a look inside the networks. Okay, so I bought this secondhand or used someone, so we are seeing its own logistic here. I'm going to take everything outside, and I want to get to the manual, which is below. I think it's a good starting point if I show you the manual first. Okay, so the networks. Welcome to the TV business. You are the owner of a new television network. Okay, so you start from scratch. All you have are 3 awful public access shows, a small amount of cash, and endless ambition. Plus, it looks like you're not the only new TV network in town. Can you snatch up the best shows with the most popular stars and the most lucrative ads? Can you get enough shows of the same genre? Whose network will get the most viewers and win the game? So, the components, the manual shows the components. You'll have season cards with the TV shows, we'll see them. You'll have this blue-green cards, I think they are a little greener once we look at them, which are the ads that will give you money. The stars will be these purple ones, and the network will be like cards that you can use to benefit you or screw players. Then there are some cubes, the network cards. So every player will have a different network to start, but they're all the same. The game is synchronous. Not synchronous. It's asymmetric. Where am I going with the synchronous? And that's the setup. There are different setups for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players. Okay. And I think it's easier for me to explain using this image than setting up everything on the table. So this is the point trackers that you go around when you gather your views, and this is a turn order for the 4 players that are in this example. So below here you'll have the shows that you need to pick, the ads that you can pick, and the stars that you can pick. So on your turn you can do one of multiple actions. Pick a show, and then you pass to the other player, pick an ad, pick a star, or pick a network card, or when you pick a show, you need to put on your let's call it board, where you have the 8 p.m. slot, 9 p.m. slot, and 10 p.m. slot. So when you place your show, you need to take out the show that is here. So you cancel the show, it goes to the rerun section, still scores you for 1 turn, and then you replace with the new one here. You put it here. Okay. So then another action that you can do on your turn is to attach stars that you have acquired or ads that you have acquired. They are waiting here on the green room, which is like a waiting room. And then an action that you can spend is to pick one of them and attach here. They will have some requirements, we'll see on the cards, but that's it. And then when everyone goes around and no one has any more action, everyone passes, then we prepare for the end of season and we move to the next season, and then we score vertically the number of viewers. So each show will have, you can see here, they will have their views, 8 views or 5 views, depending if the show is on 8 p.m. or outside is expected time. And then you score 8 for the first run, and then the second show you would score 8 or 7, for example, or if you are on a late, if you are like on the second run or third run or fourth run, you will score less and less and less. That's it. And after 5 rounds, you'll see who scored more. Okay. Then there are the shows. The shows have different colors. You can see here they have different colors because some shows are dramas, sitcoms, action shows. Oh, you can see them here. So action, drama, reality shows, sci-fi shows, sitcoms, and sports. Some stars are only compatible with certain shows, like Arnold Schwarzenegger can only do an action show and stuff like that. So you also need to comply with that. And some shows will require a star, some shows will require an ad, some shows will require either one of them, and some will require a star and maybe, if you need, an ad or a star and maybe another star or an ad. And you need to fulfill with those requirements. We'll see better that on the cards. Then you have also the network cards, which are cards that will give you instant effects. Like here you get 5 million if you acquire this card, or you can save some of them to use later, or you can have cards that will help you on the end of the game to score like goals that you may have achieved. That's it. There's also a 2-players game, which is curious because this is the main game, but there is also another game called the Rival Networks, which is, I have that game, I will bring it to the channel in the future videos after this set of networks, in this set of networks. And I've never played this version with 2 players, but I guess the other version is optimized because it's a smaller version. It's focused on 1 versus 1, and this seems like to be an adaptation. And I also saw there's also a solo mode, which I never tried. Sorry, I cannot show you. This manual is very big. There's also a solo mode. She's curious how to play a Rivals solo mode. This is a very big manual in terms of size. You see, it's to the size of the box. It's like it's even bigger than a normal paper sheet. It's even bigger than that. Who on their crazy mind would score the name of the players and the scores on the manual? Well, not me for sure. Okay, so let's go to the funny part. Or the funniest. Let's start with the shows here, and let's take a look at season 1. Welcome to season 1. Is this only season? Oh, okay, so you have all the seasons here. I think the cards are a bit mixed from, you see season 2, season 4 and 5. Maybe they're mixed from a previous game, but let's take a look. It's irrelevant. You just need to take a look and see what we have here. So NCISC symbol Mock Scranton. So I guess this one is easy, right? That's a ratio from CSI Miami. I recognize the glasses. There's a dead guy. So I'm going to take Horatio here as an example to explain. So it's a 10 p.m. network, the 10 p.m. slot. It will cost you 5 million to acquire the series, and this one is special because this series, in order for you to run it every season, you need also to pay 1 million. So this season, this TV show has a budget that you need to comply with. If you don't, it won't run. So you won't get the 10 million or 1,000 views, and then you won't score also the commercial. So it's a big series, so you need a star, which will be a ratio, right? Not that there is a ratio card, but just an example. You'll need a TV commercial to have return on this investment, and you can also attach a second one of them. So on the first time you run the series, on the first season, which could be season 1, season 2, season 3, 4, it will score. And this is a 4th season, so it will only come on the 4th or 5th turn. So basically it will only score this or this, eventually this, with some tricks in the game. But you'll score 10. If it's at 10, it's 10, or if it's on another time, it's 7. Then on the second run, it will score even more. So this is a different example. So what's the logic here? So in the beginning, no one knows the series. It just has 10 million, but then on a second run, it becomes more famous, and you eventually even get more people watching, and then it goes into decline. Okay, so CSI Ultimate Fainting Championship, so a sports TV show instead of Ultimate Fighting Championship. And it's curious because the sporting events have something here, which is at 10 p.m. it's at their maximum of views, but if you play the sports in a different time, it also scores very high, 9. So the difference between 10 and 9, it's not much, so you can fit this anywhere. And then on a second run, it gives you 15. So 15, it's considering it's a 4th and 5th season, so you would try to maximize here, and then by the end of the game, on the end game, it will still score 12, which is good. Tiny Pop Hypothesis. So this one I don't know what it is. A sitcom with Einstein. Tiny Pop, no. Sorry, I'm not. I think the game is from the UK, so some of these shows I maybe never heard of it. 31 Paper. If you know, mention on the comments. So you see, this one is a good example. It's a 7 on the right time, but then on any other time it's just 2. No one will want to watch that if not at 10 p.m. Then Flea. Is it Glee? I think there's a TV show called Glee, which I don't know what it is, but Flea and Glee are very similar. So some cards the game suggests not to use when you're playing 2 players or 3 players. This is an example. This one should go away if you are playing with just 2 or 3. And then so some of them are upside down. Paisley is the new burnt umber. Okay, so this is Orange is the New Black. Orange is the New Black, a drama show. Monday Night Football. What's football? Oh, football. It's like table football. Football? I never heard of it. Babylonian Idol. So this is American Idol. Yeah, Babylonian Idol. Babylonian Idol. So you think you can flail? So you think you can dance, right? That's what's being ripped off here. How I Left Your Father. Poor father. The quiver instead of harrow. This is a lady, right? What's that thing here? There. Is that a breast? Quiver. Quiver. Is there a double meaning here with quiver? Okay. And then if you're a fan of Lost, you have the Found with the airplane, the smoke monster coming from a magic lamp. Apparently, that's the explanation that the TV series never gave. What was a monster and from where it came from. The limping treated and released. Never heard of it. Dr. What instead of Doctor Who. Broken Worse. So Breaking Bad becomes Broken Worse. Red Bloods. Is a vampire thing. There's a general or a military guy. Person of Disinterest. Person of Interest would be not my show. Dexterous. Can throw many things at the same time. He can handle many things. So the Little Sister. That's the guy from Doctor What? The Little Sister. I don't know what it is. Criminal Mindfulness. Criminal Minds. Sports Edge. The Baccalaureate. Oh, it's the Bachelor? Is there a TV series called The Bachelor? Not my type. Comunisti. Okay, there's Lenin there, but I don't see Comunisti. Isn't that the TV series where there are two Nazis living in America? But that's the Americans, right? Okay, maybe not. The Cubicle. Okay, so I think this is The Office, right? The Cubicle. Upton Krabby. where crabs want to belong to the high society of crab people. Rare people. Once upon an enzyme. Once upon a time. Oh, that's Once Upon a Time. I know that. That's the TV series where the characters are Snow White and Sleeping Beauty and the witches are the Disney characters, right? And he's reading a story. But enzymes. Okay. Cringe. I don't know what it is, but it also looks like. So it's a sci-fi show. Cringe. It's a sci-fi show. Cringe. Oh, Fringe. It's Fringe. I get it. Fringe. From J.J. Abrams, right? Fringe. Puliage drama. I don't know. American Samurai Warrior. He's very worried of something. Oh, this one is funny. North Lawn instead of South Park. So cool. Eureka. Is there a show called? Oh, Agents of Shampoo instead of Shield. Wow. Very charismatic explosions. I don't know what this is. Awesome industrial accidents. The wacky TSI agent. I don't know. An hour of shouting. Celebrity rhinoplasty. So that's the TV show where they do plastic surgeries for celebrities. Chainmail Bikini Warrior. Is that a TV show with armors? Old folks complaining. And Cyber Slug versus Mecha Earthworm. So that's Godzilla versus King Kong. That's not a TV show. Is there a TV show similar to that? Okay. Cool. There's so much to see still here. So many cards. So when you get to 100 views, you get these tiles that will show you that you've crossed the line. Nothing here to see. Some cubes for you to mark the cards where you have your views. Tokens for you to move in front. Then this is the game board, right? So you have what you have here for 1 player, 2 player, 3 players, different variations. And you have the players boards. So the TV shows are ICS, VCK, Moo TV, U62 TV, and PKW TV. So they're all the same. It's just the color, like the blue player, green player, etc. But there's a help here to tell you what you need to do, what happens. And then, by the way, if you accumulate, there's a bit of set collection in this game. If you accumulate 3 shows of the same or 5 of the same genre, you also activate here, so you can draw more cards and do some good things. So it's good for you to invest in the same TV show because you'll have this set collection bonus. Okay. Wow, let's see more funny things. Now the TV stars. Okay. There are some, so it's almost the stars. You see, they have the TV networks back because these are the starting stars. So the talent show winner, it's very crappy. It gives a bonus, very crappy bonus. So it's a starting character for the U62 TV show. But let's see the remaining ones and if you recognize them. Grizzly Action Hero. Who is this guy? I think it's not John McClane. It's Bruce Willis. It seems like Bruce Willis, but the grizzled action, it's Bruce Willis. Yeah, let's call it Bruce Willis. Oh, and then when you attach this to a show, right? Let me just show. For you to understand, you attach it here if compatible. And so when you score 9 and +5. But then when you run the show, you need to pay this and this as well. Okay, so you need to manage indeed your network from a budget perspective. And tabloid fodder. Science fiction legend. And this one you need to play on a sci-fi show, or else it needs to rotate, and when you rotate, he scores less points in different shows. So if he's on a sci-fi, he'll score 4, 5, etc. If not on a sci-fi, 2, 3. So cable series star. This one is from Game of Thrones. Director, writer, editor, and star. This one does everything. Cheeky friend. Late night talk show host. Jay Leno speaking to the monkey. Guy who shouts all the time. The dashing lead. 5 views. On the first one. Female fatale. Medical drama mainstay. That's going to hurt. Going in and going out. So this is like Grey's Anatomy. It's Grey. Dr. Grey. Fierce drag queen. Woo! Wait. It needs to go to a reality show. Yeah, where the drag queens, everyone wants to see the strange drag queens on the reality shows. And or what? Rotate unless your show is a reality. Okay. Fills ad slot. Fills ad slot. Oh, that's curious. So this fills an ad slot. Strange. Okay, never seen that. Comedian your parents like. Okay, comedian that your parents like. It's the same guy that went to the hospital some cards ago. Reality show vote collector. And the winner is longtime star. Longtime star. Wow. Good scorings. That kid from the commercial. That kid from the commercial. Former comedic gone dramatic. It's the Jim Carrey. Intense dramatic actor. Creepy vampire. Oops. Public television legend. Confession star. Square jaw actor. Sultry sexy lead. And the TV judge, a reality TV judge. Physical comedy master, that's it. And then you have the Shakespearean trained star. To be or not to be, popular but unpredictable legend. Oh, the celebrity chef, that's Ramsay. So on the first show, no one knows him, and then on the third or second run, he breaks everything, and then everyone gets enough of Ramsay, and no one watches anymore. Adorable hipster. Children's show host. Like Sesame Street. Okay, so the cards are all turned around. Police procedural mainstay. Soap opera star. Oh, there we go again. Charity infomercial mainstay. Retired athlete. That weird looking star. Wow, who watches a weird looking star? Serial award winner. New Year's host. The career stuntman. And always dies in everything. So that's Chanban. Chanban here. Cold sci-fi actor. Morning show host. Socially conscious star. Satirical news anchor. The cheeky friend. So we're back where we started. So these were the stars. And then we also have the TV ads. So they are all very similar. That's when you acquire this, you gain immediately this money, like the contract, paying that the brand is paying you immediately, and then every time you run the show, you get this from the brand. And there's also requirements for the shows that you need to put. This vehicle needs to be advertised on 9 p.m. or else it rotates and just gives you one. Not big a difference, but so Wade automobiles. Seismic SUVs. Gunmetal chewing gum. Special purpose all-terrain, extra durable. Okay, all-terrain. So there are funny things here. Reflux orange juice. Reflux. Coming up next. What's this? Stay tuned for. So these are promo. Crazy speed discount plutonium. Clams clearance firearms. You can only advertise this after kids went to bed. Genghis. Oh, Genghis Khan kills more for less. Genghis cockroach bug zapper. Okay, I need that for my home. The Potatonator. Perfect ponchos. Oh man, so many now. Upside down. Mac tacos. Persnickety pizza. Apple ultimate apple corer. Apple corer. And there's a mattress here. Squeaky clean. Squeaky because they don't when you move it. On top of it. Migraine munition painkiller. Professional typing consultants. After the break. Sassy salad dressings. Vinola's fairly fragrant fish. Bulp blue jeans. Blake Blaster toothpaste. Brunilda brooms. Okay, there are so many. Watches, American Bears. I'm going to move a bit faster just to see if I can spot something worth showing you. Yachts, sneakers, diet sugar cola, Harry and Burgers. It's not my style now. The Thumb Station video console. Krakatoa Cafe, Aztec chocolate, and Wade automobiles. Cool. Okay, so we are almost gone. So just for you to know, the money is these bills here, these notes, and there are the network cards, which are the cards that will give you end of the game bonus. Lots of them, lots of repetition. So this is one that you use once. These are have immediate effects. So this one when you take this card, you immediately score the viewers, and then the show ages, which goes down a bit. And then there are end of game bonus that you'll score just by the end of the game. Okay, so lots of them, as you can see, and then with the expansions, I guess teams become even bigger. And then the last is just to show you the initial cards from each show. So you see these cards have different packs. So when you start the show, when you release the show for the first time, they, as the manual itself implies, your TV network is very crappy. So you start with advertisements that will give you 1 million, singers that stars that only give you crappy views, and then your shows are things like biannual county bubble wrap popping tournament worth 0. No one watches this crap. To get to know your lower column. Wow. Let's Pickle. This show doesn't even have a type. Okay, while these two you can start scoring the set collection for reality shows and sports, right? So that's the only value, and they also get views when they are rerun like everyone else. Litter Trainly Weekly. What else here? Cooking for your gerbil. Name the stain. Name that stain. Network VP. Hipster gaming consoles. Oh, that's a hipster gaming consoles. That's really interesting. Jalapeno hot sauce. Okay, so emergency broadcast test hour. Watches this. No one. Okay, so Brett means around the globe. That should be interesting. Unlocking your cat's psychic potential. Whoa! So we saw that one. Grilling with milk. Shopping bag review hour. Wow, I'm almost sleeping. Know that rash. I don't want to know that rash. Failed mayoral candidate. Pansori peasant subs. Okay. Wide world of forks. Boring. What's in my pocket? Boring. To know you two can play with the recorder. Blurring. Moonlighting travel agent. And Shaggy's rugs and carpeting. Guys, this was the Networks, the base game. I hope you enjoy. If so, don't forget, leave a like, please. Subscribe. So if you are interested in getting to know more the content of Networks in the way that I'm presenting, uh, follow the channel, because I will release expansions after this video. Or if you're seeing this later, just check the channel. And if you like board games in general, I invite you then to check my channel, where I truly believe that you'll find content that will be really made your day. And thank you for contributing. Goodbye.